Hi there, welcome and thanks so much for tuning in. So, as the video suggests, this is an intro to my online course on how to get healthy. And today I would basically like to have a chat with you and share my reasons for starting this course at all, for my passion behind it, and to convince you why you might benefit from it, or maybe your friends or family or someone you care about. So, the reason why I started is, well, everyone has a story, and my story is a bit long, so let's start. Let's just say that I was not always a fit and healthy and optimistic person. So, what got me into fitness and into eating healthy was just, I guess, like a change of my own mindset that resulted from my own experiences. So, it wasn't like a one moment of, wow, I need to get healthy and I had a revelation. Not really. It was like a gradual process. My mom has always exercised a lot. She's always kept active, and that didn't mean that I felt the same. More like the opposite. I dreaded exercise. I avoided my PE classes at all costs. I also kind of lived off of candy and snack bars. So let's say in high school I would have a candy bar for lunch or even for dinner, or multiple ones, It was I was the opposite of healthy, and I didn't really care what I put into my body. And I don't really remember the moment that changed for me, but it did. And I found workouts that I enjoy. My preferred form of exercise is still at home. It's like a combination of cardio and weight training, but it doesn't really matter. For the sake of this video, I just wanted to share that with you. And it took a bit of trial and error, but I got to a place where I have like my favorite workout routine. Same for food. I found things that I enjoy eating. And people think that is somehow difficult. A lot of my friends and family, coworkers, they go like, oh wow, like you're so healthy, because they see my Instagram account. And to be honest, I don't think I'm very healthy. But when I do look at other people's eating habits, I can see that, okay, I eat less processed foods, I consume less sugar, I kind of keep in mind all those things that by now I know make a difference in whether you're relatively healthy or not so much. So things that are obvious to me are not so obvious to others, and I realize that, so I want to share that with you as well. So the way that I do things is I'm very curious and I research a lot. So whenever I'm interested in something, let's say health, I search a lot, I read a lot, I educate myself because I like to know what I'm doing. I read a lot of articles, I watch videos, I read blog posts, and I talk a lot about the topics that interest me with people who I know are also knowledgeable on the topics. And so I kind of expand my knowledge, but I never thought about sharing it with others because I thought, oh, maybe they're not going to be interested, or maybe it's too, nerdy, things like that. And then I realized that some people are genuinely interested. They want to know what I do to keep eating healthy foods, how I find the time and the motivation to make them, which does not require that much time or motivation, let me tell you, and how I stick to my habits. Basically, how I got the knowledge, where I got the knowledge from, and how I keep going at it. So that is something I will share in my online course with you guys. And if you feel like you might have trouble with either of those things, so either just starting out or sticking to your habits, because you can be wherever on the spectrum of starting to be of getting healthy, right? You could be just starting out, but you could have a lot of knowledge, but you just don't know how to quite implement it. And that's what the course is there for, to help you out with either one of those steps or the process all together. While I know that I'm not a certified health professional, that's kind of the point. There are a lot of resources out there from doctors or personal trainers or dietitians who share their knowledge, but personally, I have never felt like it was a thing for me. I couldn't relate to them. I figured, oh, that's their job. They either train or they study nutrition, so they know what it's all about. They have so much more knowledge compared to me that they can make those healthy choices every day because it's like a part of who they've become. And they have all this time because this is literally what they're doing, what they're getting paid to do, and that's like their thing. And what if it's not your thing? What if you have a full-time job or maybe you're studying full-time, you have a part-time job, you're just basically very busy, you have lots of interests, things to do, and health is just something that's been on your mind, but isn't necessarily something that's going to become like the focus of your life. And it's not supposed to eat up all your free time and make you worry and stress, more like the opposite really. So what I want you to get out of the course is practical tips, and I would also call some of them tricks. So how to not waste time on preparing food, but maybe prepare food in advance, or how to when to cook. Maybe you can do something else in the meantime, and little practical tips like that, as well as the key ways to becoming healthy. So how to get there, one step by step, and that will come from my personal experience. While I do realize that everyone is different, I will try to accommodate different types of people and people who have different needs or ways of doing things. I thought about it all, and hopefully it's broad enough that anyone can relate to what I will be telling you. And mainly the point of me not being a professional dietitian or personal trainer or anything like that is that you can feel comfortable listening to my advice. Hopefully it's just like a friend talking to a friend, and many of you probably know me because the reason why I made this course at all is to share my knowledge with my friends and friends of friends, co-workers, so you guys actually know fully well what I do, what's behind all the Instagram photos, and what goes into each one of my meals, how much or how little effort goes into the preparation of it and all that stuff, because it really, really is not as difficult or time consuming as you might think. So I tried to make this video course as affordable as possible so anyone could get it, but of course putting my time and effort and knowledge into it, and a lot of passion and enthusiasm, hopefully. And so I priced it at 12 euros or $15 at the beginning, and that's just a limited offer for now, so as many people as possible can access it. So please feel free to share it. If you decide to go for it, share it with your friends, send them the link to purchase as well, and hopefully they benefit from it too. And really, anyone can do this. I know it sounds big and scary to some of you maybe, being healthy, becoming healthy, like it's some totally alien way of living, but to be honest, it's not, and I will explain to you how and why you can do that as well on your own terms, on your own time, so it doesn't become like an imposition on your current lifestyle, but something that you genuinely enjoy. Thanks so much for listening, and I hope to see you in my online course. Bye! Wow, this is a bit stressful, huh?